Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today we find ourselves in 9:7, and it says this: the Lord reigns forever. And this is how he does it. He has established his throne for judgment. And I think David had to continuously remind himself of this because of the enemies that were pursuing him. And he saw that God was above his enemies. God was above those who were chasing him. God was above those who were trying to overcome God's kingdom here on earth. God was above it all. And I think a lot of Psalms have to do with God's righteous judgment. God being the judge. God doing, overseeing it all, over all. And I can't help but to think great leaders think like that. You are a great leader, by the way. You are a faith leader. And so to actively engage in knowing that, we have to surrender to God's righteous judgment over all and not be so consumed, be those people who are continuously judging the motives and the actions of others. It is such a waste of time. Oh, I know we go through our day judging certain things, whether we should do things, making the right judgments. But when it comes to what other people are doing, even the enemies, and trying to engage into their heart and understand their motive is not our place. Because you know what? God is the only one. And David says this over and over in scripture too, that God is the one that can see the innermost parts. God understands the innermost details of everyone, even the enemy. And I love it that he says that God is eternal. God is going to last forever. And so when something bad happens, God sees it in light of eternity, not just today, not just this circumstance, but he has an amazing way, and as leaders, that we should look at it in God's perspective as not for just today, but eternally. So when we see bad things creeping in on our nation, in our world, in our workplace, look at them from eternal perspective. What could God possibly trying to teach us? Trying to teach us in the midst of the horrible things that happen in this world. Let them be a wake-up call to that God is eternal. He sees it. He knows it. He understands it. Okay, now what is my place in this? It certainly isn't this place of judgment, because that place has been taken. So what is my job? What is my role? Think about that. Be encouraged to the fact that you've been released from being the judge of the world. Works for me. Have a very blessed day.